Just bear with me a second while I get everything logged in here. All right. I think we are okay. All right, I'm a couple of minutes early here. So while we're waiting for people to pop on here, I have a funny story to tell you. Happened to me about 5 minutes ago. I was just playing around here in my craft room, and if you notice my fingernail, it has some lovely gold gilded leafing on it. And I wanted to try something to see if it would work. And I'm going to show you what I did so that you don't do it. I took a piece of cardstock and I embossed it. Do you see the mess that I have here with gilded leafing? What I did is I embossed it, and then I wanted to touch the top of the embossed areas with some Tombow glue on a sponge. And I thought that if I could just hit these raised areas, that I could then apply some gold leafing. Well, as you can see, I have a hot mess here. That's what happens when you try to use Tombow glue on an embossed piece of paper. So don't do it. You'll wear it like I'm wearing it. I've got it all glued to my fingernails. So yeah, just don't do it. All right, we're going to get started here. Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do short lunch break with Shel video tutorials Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Time. I also do Facebook Lives Wednesday nights at 6:30. Today we are going to be making a fun fold card that I'm calling a Peekaboo greeting card. You'll see some measurements over here on the side. These are the measurements for our card tonight. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. And we are going to be using the fabulous new photopolymer stamp set called Sparkling Snowflakes. We're going to be having a play with this. And I have paired that with the gorgeous Snowflake Magic foiled paper. This is also a new item, and I know you're probably seeing a lot of reflection, but man, oh man, this stuff is gorgeous. You're also going to need some Versamark ink and Pretty Peacock ink pad. You will need a bow maker. And I cracked out this new, it's called Gold and Silver Trim Combo Pack. Oh my gosh, you got to get this stuff. It is gorgeous. It's like 1/8 inch super, super sparkly ribbon. You've got to give this a go, my friends. I am so impressed with that. You're also going to need a pencil and an eraser. Of course, your bone folder. And your adhesives. I use mini glue dots, dimensionals, tear and tape, and Tombow on this card. And I have pulled 2 new embellishments. This is the Faceted Gems Trio. Let me get these out so you can see these ones. These are gorgeous. There's like a, this has almost got a little hint of gray in the sparkle, then the silver, and then the blue. Super, super, super gorgeous. And we also have glittered sequins. and they are in blue, white, and the green. So I'm not sure which ones we're going to use tonight, but we'll figure it out. All right, we will pull our pieces out and get started. This isn't going to be a really long video tonight, I don't think, because it's not difficult. So the first piece we have is our card base, which is 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So we're just going to burnish that flat. And then we have another piece that's 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. We have our card liner, which is 4 by 5 1/4. We have 2 pieces of DSP that are 1 1/2 by 4. And we have another piece of card base that's 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we have another piece of DSP that's 1 1/2 by 4. Sorry, 2 by 4. I was lying to you. So we are going to first off adhere our DSP to our panels. Hey Carol, glad you could join us. All right, so this is the white with the silver print, which to me kind of looks like a snowstorm. And this one will go on this piece, which is the same as the top. All right, so that's the top and the bottom of our card. Or it could be the side. Now there's an idea, Shelley. We might make this one sideways. I'm going to continue putting the DSP on our panels. Just like so. And because this is foiled, you got to be careful you don't get any glue on it. All right, now I have to make a decision if I want it to be a vertical or a landscape. I think I'm going to make this one a landscape, because if you stick around to the end of the video, I have another card to share with you that is a vertical card. All right, so I'm just going to line this up here. We're just going to mock up our card like so. You know, I don't think I'm going to like that. I'm going to spin it around and do it vertically. I'm just playing this whole scenario out in my mind, and it wasn't going to work for me. So now we're going to take a pencil and lightly draw on this piece of paper. And we're going to take all that stuff and put it away so that we can do some stamping. Now we need the Pretty Peacock ink pad. And I have chosen the greeting that says Winter Greetings. Now, let's see if I can get this straight. Oh, except for that line. But that's just par for the course. All right, now let's have a looky here. This is going to be here. So you're not going to see it from the outside. So I can use, let me just clean my stamp here. Oops. I am going to use this snowflake to try to fix my oopsie. There we go. So when this goes on here, and this goes on here, and this goes on here, it's all good from the outside. All right, now we need our eraser so that we can erase those lines. That's why I say to do them really lightly. All right, so I'm going to close up this ink pad before we have a hot mess. And we are going to put this on the inside of our card. Just like so. I think it's time to change the paper on my stamp pad. It is well loved. All right. Burnish this. Now I have a trick for you. I have a couple of pieces of tape, and that's going to allow me to put this in place perfectly and for it to stay there. It's not going to move around on me. And I just put the wrong one on there. Good gravy, maybe. Let's try it again. Do it right this time. I'm going to line up all your edges. There we go. All right, now we need some tear and tape. And I'm going to put 2 strips at each end. You want a strong adhesive here. I didn't want to use Tombow because if you get Tombow on this foil, it will not come off. Ask me how I know. All right, now we will get those paper backings removed. Just like so. And then I'm just going to turn this towards me. And we want it right over to the edge, but we're trying to eyeball the same distance top to bottom. Something like that. So now we have our little Peekaboo greeting here. And I have a couple of snowflakes that are already done. Oh yes, we have to remove our tape now. We don't need that anymore. That was just our helping hand. And you'll notice I don't have that one on exactly. Looks good from the front though, doesn't it? All right, so we have 2 snowflakes and we have to decide which embellishments we're going to use. Do we want the sparkly blue ones? Or do we want the sparkly white? I think I'm going to go with the blue ones. And these are very, very flat embellishments, so they're not going to add any height hardly at all to your card. And that is the glittered sequins. All right. Now we're going to stick a dimensional on the back of each of these. And we're just going to mock this up. How we want it. I think like that. And then we'll just remove the dimensional backing and press them in place. Like so. And now we get to use some more of that gorgeous, gorgeous trim. It is so sparkly. I don't know whether the camera's picking that up with the lights or it's just reflecting, but it is gorgeous. All right. I am going to try a double bow with it this time. Actually, let's do it this way so I have two tails. I'll get it right here in a minute. And some scissors. There they are. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yes, very good. Give it a little zhuzhing, fluff it up, and now I need glue dots. See what we can find. Wow, we've got lots of excess on there. And what did I do with that paper piercer? Now, because this ribbon is thin, you're going to have to roll up those glue dots. And for the tails, you have to roll them up like a little taco. So you just have a little fine line of glue. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing here because it's so very, very fine, but I'll hold it up in a minute. I'm just rolling up those little glue dots. There we go. Two more tails. Final one. Oh, that one didn't roll up very well. Oh my heavens, that's sparkly. Beautiful. And there we have it. Can you see all that gorgeous sparkle? And then our little peekaboo greeting. And the greetings in this set are very nice. There's different ones to choose from. Winter greetings, let it snow, make the season sparkle, and for you. And I think this pairs beautifully with this DSP. Now, as promised, I have another card. Same thing, only different. I reversed my colors. I used a white card base. And because I used a white card base, I matted the inside, so there's a little pop of color. And then I put the blues on the top and the whites on the bottom and just used a single bow, and I used the alternate embellishment. So there you have it. There is our Peekaboo fun fold. And I will post these measurements on my YouTube and my blog post if you care to make one. Super, super simple, but really it's kind of like a wow for the recipient because it's something different, right? All right, that's it for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, give me a thumbs up. It's all appreciated. Thanks very much for now. Bye-bye.